Right, let's do a Minecraft then. How is everyone? Hello. Good to have you all here. Welcome along. Welcome into the stream. Hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. Sun is shining. It's perfect weather to stay indoors and build some houses. So that is what I've been doing this week. How about you? My day is good, Turtle Warrior. Thank you for asking. Got my tea. As always, looking British as usual. Never anything but. Pasty white and yet somehow red-faced. The British way. We've been grinding the work. Good for you. Good for you. You grind that work. You like my haircut? Thank you. I wish I could have a haircut in these months. The hair has been growing out, but I decided to actually do something with it today, so it has some, you know, stuff in it. Being my depressed self, dude, same. For real. Could be worse. You shaved your head. I mean, it's tempting, to be honest, but I feel like I probably have a very strangely shaped head underneath all of this. I don't think it would suit me. I have my legendary tea with me. Legendary in the sense of legendary Pokemon. Why'd your Prime sub not appear? I don't know. It's showing up for me. I have tried my best to modify Streamlabs so that it will actually show subs and resubs now. So hopefully that should all be fixed. I basically replaced the mini feed with the web feed from the Streamlabs website, and we'll see how that works. But it may be that some stuff is delayed. Streamlabs does that sometimes. How are the Survival Guide episodes coming along? You're about to see one of them, because episode 299, I decided to do something a little bit different, and I'm doing a lot of building for this one. We are transforming the village that was by the foot of the mountain, the Arctic, like, snow tundra village that is there. I've been working on that for a couple of days, just, like, designing houses and stuff. I've got a couple of them built, and on this stream, we're going to be time-lapsing a couple more, as in recording it in real time so that I can do a time-lapse later. But yeah, the idea is, you know, sometimes projects like this are going to take a bit longer. So I haven't done another Skyblock episode or another Survival Guide episode because this is all working towards Survival Guide. So episode 300 is going to be next week sometime. Oh, the tea feels good, though. The tea is good. Good morning from New York. Hello, New York. Hope you're well. Hope you're all staying safe out there. Did I see the latest snapshot? I did, yeah. Didn't think there was a huge amount to report about it, just a couple of technical changes. Apparently iron farms are even easier, if I read the changelog correctly. So, yeah. We'll see. Anyway, let's get on to it, shall we? Time's a-wasting. So I will briefly log in just to take a look over my possessions and check that I've got everything that I need before we get started here. But I have built these two houses, kind of fashioned after some sort of ski chalet images that I found on Google, of all places. And yeah, I don't know if we're going to do interiors or anything. We probably won't do that stuff today, but I think these are looking quite nice. We're going to do some more builds like this, basically, today, is the plan. So we've got this one over here, like a nice kind of wraparound balcony area. This one with a slightly smaller one, with the sort of modern-looking outbuildings. And the cool thing about this is actually just supporting that top part, but it's an open area. It's like a little modern-looking entrance with these giant walls in front of it. I should probably tidy up some of the blocks around here. But I have a whole bunch of shulker boxes here. There's like 3x3 of shulker boxes full of various materials that are going to look quite nice, I think. I might log my camera account in just so we can see a kind of overview. But what I think I'm going to do is build a house here, basically where this animal pen is, and then probably one on the back half of this. Like, we're probably going to remove that house and build one effectively here at the top of this little ridge. Give or take the river here. I feel like we'll probably end up building down towards this a little bit. So we'll see how that figures out. But yeah, I like the idea of the people here having a bit of a view of the mountain. Despite that, I haven't really put any windows facing that way, which feels kind of strange. But in theory, there would be mountains all around this place. So basically, any window you looked out of, you would get a pretty nice view. But even like walking up to these windows and looking out this way, you can kind of see it over there. So it kind of works out for the viewpoint of whoever's here. They'll be able to see some of it, which is kind of nice. So that is the plan. We're going to time-lapse a couple more of these. Get the replay mod running in the background. I just want to check that I've got all the materials I need. Because I have a lot of dark oak wood, a lot of spruce wood. We farmed those on the last Chopping Tuesday. I want to make sure I've got enough stone, which I feel like is what I'm lacking right now. Oh no, I've got some in there, okay. That's not too bad, but andesite we are running low on. Yeah, I only have like 1 half stack of andesite in there, so I think I'll go and grab some more of that. Did I finish designing the mountains? I haven't finished decorating them, but they are in place, and the theory is there. I just wanted to get some houses built around here, and the idea is that the concept for the video is going to be, hey, how about completely redesigning a Minecraft village? And hopefully I'll be able to cure a villager out here, and then we can start a little villager breeder over here to populate the chalets with people. But in the meantime, I'm going to grab some of this andesite because I will need it. Have a very rugged building style. Thanks, yeah. It's a lot of components all coming together. But builds in this area are nice and simple because you've got spruce and dark oak to provide, like, it's not the warmest but not the coolest tone of wood. It's kind of it's kind of an in-between. It goes really well with the blue of the ice and the grey stone. Obviously stone is very neutral looking, so it kind of makes sense. It supports basically anything you build around it. I've got a little bit of white concrete towards the back of this one. We're going to make a wall around the village to protect the inhabitants. No, but I don't tend to let it get nighttime too often when I'm over here anyway, because nighttime means the weather cycle moves on and sometimes snow happens, which is bizarrely something I want to avoid here, believe it or not. So yeah, we've got a kind of white concrete panel around the back of this one. And these roofs, like, I'm trying to get the hang of doing this. I think I probably need to finish that pillar up the center. But in the reference images I've found, they all have this kind of cutaway section in there where you can come out onto a balcony but still be under the shelter of the roof, and the roof line just goes straight forward from there, which is often pretty useful build-wise. Graham, thank you for the 7 months. And that resub did turn up in my Streamlabs, so it looks like everything is working as intended. Thank you for the 7 months of support. Very much appreciated. Okay, I think we're good. I think we might just put some of this stuff away, like the dirt, for example. Do I have... I don't really have room in the snow box there. But I'll put those in there for now. Alright. So let's save and quit. Luckily, because we've been demolishing a village over here, there are plenty of beds for me to sleep in. So it being nighttime does not really need to be a concern. Okay, logging back in, loading up with a replay mod now. Let's give it a second or two to load in all the terrain. And let's get to it. I guess I'll open to LAN and add my spectator account in, so I can see what I'm doing here. I only have one world. It's the only world I play on. I have had other worlds. Cluster hugs, that sounds about right, to be honest. Just putting my camera account in the second monitor up here. Join us. Okay, so I guess we'll take out the farmland behind here. Oh, we have a render dragon somewhere. Let me turn the master volume off on that one, so we don't end up with any weird sound effects. Okay. Am I going to work on my medieval town anytime soon? Probably not, no. We'll see what I end up doing around the Nether update. I'm going to release these sheep. Beethoven. My nemesis returns. Nicole with the 3-month resub. Thank you so much for the 3 months of support. Can we get a resub hype in the chat, please? Free the sheepies. Is it possible to use Amazon gift balance to pay to subscribe to me or get Prime? I don't know. I don't know how Amazon stuff works. I'm not the person to ask. You could look up an Amazon help page. That would probably be helpful. After the museum, what will I do? I have no idea. I don't plan that far ahead. A lot of the stuff I do in my videos, I make it up basically on the day. So, yeah, I have no idea what's after the museum. I'm criminally underrated. Apparently. Depends on the criminal. This is the problem with these little water troughs. Cool though they are, It's going to end up leaking water everywhere. Thanks, Minecraft, for ruining all my snow. Look at that. I guess some of it went down into that hole there, so that's not a bad idea, but... Ruined. Where am I? The ski village? Yes. This is the naturally generated Minecraft village that appeared next to it, and I'm taking some of it down and replacing it with these lovely houses you see here. I think we're going to flatten out some more of this area. Get rid of this enormous divot in the landscape. He's pitching a divot. Name that movie. The mountain's done. Not, like, finished in terms of all of the details and snow and stuff, but... I feel like we've proven our point at this stage, and I want to do something a bit different right now. Might come back to do more mountain stuff another time, but... Episode 300 is coming up, and there was no way I was going to get the mountains finished in time for that, so I wanted to do something else. To add some detail to this area, make it feel a little bit less just like a giant terraforming project. Do I have any more snow, not snow, dirt in any of these? I guess I don't. Okay, well, we'll start with what we've got then. Which means grabbing andesite, stone, 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 cobble, 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 and then putting away all of this. When am I going to end the survival guide? I have no idea. I probably won't. Unless, you know, something terrible happens. But let's hope it doesn't, huh? Yeah, we'll have like a 3-wide section between the houses here. Just for, you know, safe passage.
Well, that's just prime.
Nivondu, thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. Enjoy your emotes and your sub badge. Welcome to the Pixels. You are 1 in a million. And I appreciate the support. Thank you. How do I choose my building palettes? I just figure out what materials look good together. Usually in a creative test world if I'm building something new. Yeah, I have one creative flat world and one world that's basically a copy of this world in terms of like the world seed. I might put the same little archway kind of detail here, thinking about it. So we'll go over the top like this. This is kind of what this house has down there at the bottom, I guess. Hey, Talisman, so welcome along. How do you make a path look good? Texture. Use a bunch of different blocks in it. Like, just having a path like this sometimes works, but you've got to make sure there's a few grass blocks here and there, maybe some coarse dirt, maybe some gravel. And it's all about fitting it with the builds around it as well. How do you not get bored in your world? Keep doing stuff. That's the simple answer. Are there any big ideas that I had when I started that I haven't done yet? Yeah, the museum is the big one. Planning on making a museum to Minecraft. So basically anything that is possible in Minecraft, we have some sort of museum exhibit for. Yo, dog, I heard you like museums. Hey, Ivan, welcome along. Jellyfish, my day is going well. Thank you for asking. I'll be celebrating VE Day tomorrow in the extent that I do, which is, you know, quiet contemplation mostly. I'm also going to be outdoors tomorrow mowing my lawn, which is desperately needed in these warmer months. I have every item as of 1.15.2. I mean, as far as I know, yeah, I don't think there's anything I've really not gotten in this world. Although I did only just get the recipe for stripped spruce pop up the other day, which tells you a lot about my block choices. I have not used a great deal of stripped spruce in this world at all. Oddly grateful not to have lawn in your garden. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm back and forth on the concept of lawns because it's pretty, but obviously like the maintenance required and the other uses the space could have. You know what I think we're going to do here? We're going to have some dark oak planks there. Which is not something I've done yet with these builds, but I think it's going to be fun to have a section here that's kind of indented inside of here. And what is that, like 5 across? RIP chicken. Yeah, something like that. Give it a bit more of a modern feel, but then we'll have a little deck coming out of here. Maybe even have this come out a couple of blocks to support that. Like so. So you can have like a little sheltered entrance down here as well. That works. Is Norwich pronounced like sandwich or wick? It's which. Norwich. But you don't pronounce the W. How is Hermitcraft Recap coming along? We haven't started it this week. I don't tend to watch the Hermitcraft videos until Saturday. Do I go to make a new world in 1.16? Nope. Planning on keeping the same worlds. Because part of what I do with the Survival Guide series is upgrade the same world over and over again and show people how you can adapt your world accordingly. Let's have this overlap on that side by 1 block. And I guess maybe on this side by 1 block as well. That should look nice. How does it look in the camera account? I can bring this in, actually. I can put monitor 3 up so you guys can see what's going on here. Yeah, I quite like that as a start. Please never end this series. I don't plan to. Plan on keeping it going as long as possible. Then again, possibility is another thing entirely. Let's get... I need a crafting table up here for a start. Why is my voice so relaxing? Probably baritone frequencies. If I had to guess. I'm going to do another tour of my world, Joe Holtner, for episode 300, which is basically the one after the one that will come out tomorrow. What am I looking for here? I mean, a crafting table, I have that, but I need more dark oak wood, I think, probably. What is baritone? It's in between tenor and bass in musical registers. Somebody has a baritone voice. They aren't quite like a super deep voice like this, but they're like somewhere in the middle of like having a high voice for a gentleman or a lower voice. How easy was it to get used to Java Edition since I came from console? It was actually not too bad. I feel like the biggest thing to get used to is the crafting interface. Like, controls aren't that difficult, especially if you played PC games before, but the crafting interface is obviously totally different. But since then, they've implemented the recipe book, which allows you to one-click recipes anyway, so it's not that difficult, really. Do I think 117 will be the cave update? No. Mojang has not confirmed anything about a cave update. They have said that 117 is going to feature the mountain update that we voted for at the last Minecon, so that is more likely to be what we get in 117. Just break this. I have some scaffolding in my inventory. May as well use it. The main reason I'm not using it more frequently is because it always deletes snow layers. And that's something else I have to remember to bring back in afterwards. Would I say rustic style? I would say contemporary in some cases. Because believe it or not, contemporary stuff often includes things like cobblestone. It's just manufactured
that's just prime.
and controlled differently. Marnik Bar, thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. Let's do like a little 2x2 section here. This can be kind of part of a living space. In fact, let's actually make this quite a tall window. And we'll put some glass in there a little bit later. That section there can step up into the rest of the living space. And I guess this here will have to be a log as well. Rukov, thank you. I appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying what I do. I can't reach. Never mind, we'll get that one in a second. We'll get it from this side. Haha, tricked. Wish you could craft logs into strip logs. Some people add that as a data pack. Personally, I'm fine just handling it the way it's intended in vanilla. Do I have a cape collection? No, I've never been to any of the events that you could get a cape at. So I never went to any of the previous Minecons. Minecon 2017 is the only one I went to an event for, and it's weird glass. And even that, they didn't give out capes or anything for attending because it was a one-off event in London that was not really a full Minecon. Let's continue the dark oak planks up here. We can add like a roof line over the top of that. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, so we got an even numbered thing here. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Will I ever do a speedrun on Minecraft? Probably not. Speedrunning is a really interesting discipline. I quite like the concept of it, but it's not something I'm interested in trying myself. What is my dream project in Minecraft? I feel like the museum is actually coming close to that. But lately I've been doing a lot of really fun stuff in survival that people seem to really dig, so I feel like this is kind of my dream project. Just being able to work on my own Let's Play world for as long as I want to. Make tutorials for people so that they can get into the game. It's pretty fun for me. The strip logs look kind of grey compared to the planks. Yeah, they go really well with spruce wood, though. You look at stripped dark oak and spruce wood together, they tend to look really nice. I don't like the stripped spruce. It's got, like, weird sort of green highlights in it that make it look sort of rotten. To me. So yeah, I'm not as into that. So I think up here we're going to have another large window to bring in lots of light, because that's north facing, so it wouldn't get a lot of light anyway, but it's a video game, so it doesn't matter. The light is always the same. And you also get a nice view of the mountain if you have like a big picture window up here. I like that as a concept. Beanie, thank you so much for that tier 1 sub. Enjoy your emotes and your sub badge. Welcome to the Pixels. Great to have you on board. My survival guides are the reason you try crazy things. Well, I'm glad you're having fun with them at least. And I guess we could also have a window here. But then further back we want to have an area that's probably going to come out. Should it be on a level with this? See, this is the problem now. Is working in the cobblestone texture again. Yeah, that's not going to be so bad if we do that. What am I working on? This is a ski chalet style house. Kind of going for a modern contemporary vibe. Using a lot of materials native to the area, give or take the dark oak, but the dark oak is really good for working with spruce. The idea being that this section here is really going to be like a chimney style thing. In fact, we can probably take that out, just leave a large cobblestone section there.
Well, that's just prime.
That is just prime. Van Striker, thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. Which block has the most blast resistance? Well, bedrock, really. But in terms of player accessible blocks, you're looking at obsidian, really. I guess end portals and stuff as well, but again, you can't really move those, so... One, two, three, four, five. I guess I'll put one there. And now we're out of dark oak again. What do I think about AFK fish farms? I don't use them personally. And from what I understand, they are going away in the next update, so people will have less need to use them themselves. Where's my spruce wood at? There it is. What do I like the most from 1.16? I really like Striders. I think they're a very fun addition to the game. I won't use them much, because I don't really need to cross lava lakes that way, but they are a fun solution to something that the community has wanted for a while. Oh, I need spruce planks first, don't I? Give me some slabs now. Thank you. I figure we need some sort of entrance over this side. Maybe a little doorstep here. Why am I not eating golden carrots? I don't have any. Boop. Yeah, I'll put a door here. Might be a dark oak door this time. I've been using a lot of spruce doors because they look good for this area, having like a nice heavy door like that, but I don't know if we want that all the time, you know? I'll actually take that one out. curve the build back around here. Yeah, that should work okay. Bring a bed over here. Anna Ferret, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Oh gosh, it's snowing now, though. Which we don't want. What is the thing I like about Minecraft? Just being able to build whatever you want. And it being a game which is only limited by player creativity means that there are so many possibilities for what you can do in this game. It is kind of unreal. We can't really do something like that, can we? No. I was hoping we could do some sort of like wall with like slabs across here and then some other kind of material behind them, but we haven't really left enough room to do that. So instead, we'll do the next best thing, which is to fill it up with stairs. Oh, that was the wrong type of plank because the recipe book is occasionally a nightmare. So we'll do something like this. Like that. I like the look of walls like that. They have at least a little bit of depth, a little bit of texture to them, which is kind of nice. It's the kind of thing where with the new walls, with like what walls do in 1.16, that could totally just be like an inset wall of just andesite or something. I feel like that's going to really make some of these houses look a little bit better. But we don't have that opportunity yet, so we're not going to take it. Instead, I'm going to put... Do I not have any slabs? There we go. I guess that was a plank I was looking at. We'll put a dark oak log there and then put some leaves on top of it. And yeet these out of our inventory. Okay, that's not looking too bad so far. We'll need a sloping roof over the front here to make sure that this is well sheltered. Should Mojang add a wood saw to act like a stone cutter for planks? I'm not really that bothered about it, to be honest. Nothing can spawn on wither roses anymore. I know, just got to adapt your farms. It's not a big deal. Isti, thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. Enjoy your emotes and your sub badge. Welcome to the pixels. You are 1 in a million. Other YouTubers have ruined stone cutters for you? Why? What's happened to them? They just, like, use them a lot, or... I'm confused about why they're ruined. Actually, maybe we will have like a little doorstep kind of thing in here. I like these open plan interiors. It means you don't have to worry about doing too much stuff inside. Then I guess this could be like a staircase sort of area if we wanted it to be. Could have some storage underneath here. Want to do something like this. And have a 2x2 staircase in here. Which I guess is probably better off as a 1x1 staircase now I look at it. We'll maybe put a log there. And then people can look out of the window as they climb the stairs. Like how you prefer trial and error with your buildings rather than looking up tutorials. Yeah, I mean, I make tutorials myself, so I don't want to be stealing other people's work. There we go. And here, I guess we can do one of these again. And then we'll continue the kind of beam style of this building around there. At which point I guess I do need to get a few more of these dark oak slabs for the floor in here. Do I think having a camera account has improved my builds? I don't know. I think it is made the building process a little bit faster, if anything, but I don't know if it's necessarily improved the builds themselves. Alright, there are some screaming children outside. Am I going to stop by F-Whip's World again anytime soon? That's entirely up to him. If he wants to invite me over, then that's up to him, but it's not something that's permanently online. I can't just log in and play whenever I want to. Doesn't work that way. Symington. I'm going to say that's what that is. Thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate it very much. Thank you, thank you. All right, we'll put a door there. Ugh. No. Dislike. Doors go inside buildings. Although maybe we could just put a porch over it. Rudimentary for now, but it's not the point. It's feeling very dark oaky in here. We need to do something about that. You know what? It's an interior feature. The amount that you will find interior walls made out of this kind of like polished rough stone in more modern builds is surprising. But this is the kind of thing where you'd have like coat racks up on the wall and stuff. So this can go all the way up to whatever kind of attic space we have here. And instead of continuing out this way, we can just wrap the rest of the building around here. Making it roughly the same size as the one next door, which is good. I guess we'll have to light this area up before monsters start to come out and kill me. Cosmic Dancer with the 25 months. Thank you so much for the 25 months of support. Can't believe we're getting people resubbing for over 2 years now as well. That's frankly kind of incredible to me. Frankly, kind of. What am I listening to? Sounds like Minecraft music, but slightly different. No, it is Minecraft music. It is entirely the Minecraft soundtrack. But it's not like coming from in-game, it's coming from a desktop media player. Yeah, I guess we'll have this next section of the wall along this side. Stone, please. there. And obviously we'll take care of this. Alright. I'm into it. I heard about the rumors of a Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remake. No, I don't really follow Pokemon news all that much, and I like Pokemon, but it's not, like, my #1 interest. So, I feel like I will not keep up with rumors and stuff. I will probably just check it out if it actually arrives. Can have, like, a quiet little bedroom spot around the back here. Yeah, this is looking quite nice so far. Adopting the XP crafted way of thinking. It is what it is. Am I basing the whole ski resort area on a specific real-life location? No, I'm making it up as I go along. Just my preferred way of doing stuff. It's worked out for me so far. I am doing some stuff based on reference material, like I've got a couple of images of kind of anonymous ski resort locations, like I've seen a couple of buildings that I'm using as kind of inspiration, but it's not necessarily like trying to reproduce a specific ski resort, you know, or specific mountains for that matter. Like the mountains here are just, like I said, made up as I go along. So here is a fun tip for people who want to build something with a relatively flat wall and 2 different types of building material, because this comes up quite a lot. This, as a wall design, not great. I mean, the texture down here is nice, but having like a really obvious line between these 2 things, between the stone and between the spruce wood, is not the best looking. So what we're going to do is get a bunch of dark oak slabs, and it's kind of important that these are slabs. And we're going to start a very gentle curve, starting here. And then we'll come up 1, and then up 1, and then down 1. And then we'll come along with the scaffolding a little bit. And basically the whole point of this is to mask the join between the 2 types of material. But when you take it down, because there is this 3rd type of material in here providing a more interesting dividing line, that wall now looks a little bit more interesting. And we can connect that up with some of the other... We can kind of continue this line of slabs around the side of the build. And I feel like that provides a really nice blend between the 2 materials. Yes, the wall now has a mustache. Thank you, Talismancer. Let's just add another row on top of here. And we'll do this. We'll come over here. And we'll do this. There we go. Will these be shown in the survival guide? Yes, we're recording this right now for a time-lapse for tomorrow's episode. So, I think... Yeah, I think this wall can come in a little bit over here. Oh! This is why I need ender pearls on me. What do we have down here? We have a window, right? I can't tell, but it looks like we do. In which case, this can just be a regular wall with our little pattern of spruce stairs. Ender pearls are useful, yes. It's just that I don't normally bother to carry them on me. And it's not that I didn't think they were useful beforehand, it's just that I've got so many of them at this point that I always forget to use. That a lot of the time I end up just ignoring them. So this is going to be an interesting... I guess we'll do kind of a split roof here with this as part of the middle, and that just kind of dips back, so we don't need this for a start. That needs to be a strip log. I have a design that I've worked out for these that I kind of like, that I will probably keep doing, which needs a few more dark oak stairs and a bunch more spruce planks, so we'll use those. We'll turn all of these into stairs, basically, which looks like a lot of stairs, but believe me, we'll need more. Let's get up here and throw an ender pearl again. See, this is why I need to get the practice in. I need to actually be good at throwing these, because I can hit the side of that block and stay up here, see? It's what I intended to do the whole time. Now, how do we do it on this? I kind of didn't do it on this side, which isn't helpful. I guess it's there and then... Yeah, no, that works. Like this. And that right there is the center. And then we'll have like an overhang section for this balcony here. And then we go like this. Like this. The problem with these roofs I've discovered... I kind of anticipated it anyway, is that you got to have a flat surface to put snow on. You can't do much with slabs if every other row of the slabs, like this, for example, like these two roofs here, every other row is just not going to have snow on it, and there's no way of really masking that other than just by building up snow in the center. So I've basically taken to just making these roofs out of something that has a flat surface on top of it. Like a full block flat surface. Which works, but it does mean that as you're building it, the roof design does look a little clunky. Oh, and having turned all of that into planks, I no longer have the spruce wood I need. Never mind. Or the dark oak wood, rather. Let's come out one more block like that, and that can connect to the roof line there, so that works. Do I like any sports? You could make a sports arena that residents of the village could use. I mean, I don't really need too many more ideas for this area. I feel like, if anything, I just need more time. And that's something I'm not going to get, so... Alright, we'll put one there, 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 and there, right? Yes. Because then we put those on top of each of those. And then we do a block there, a block there, a block there, and a block there. And on the outside of this we put some more dark oak planks. Which are like one block down from that, like there, basically. And I think that's a roof line done. Well, it doesn't look too bad here, does it? It's quite nice. But actually we need to move this section here back. And it's just going to be supported over the top. So this is actually going to go here. And have the roof line match up to it there. I like it, I like it. Need some more dark oak logs. There they are. This is why it's important for it not to snow, is because it snows on my shulker boxes. And let's get some sleep. I'll use snow golems for the lift attendants or villagers. Probably villagers, if I could get them to stay in one place. I guess I've done that elsewhere, right? It just kind of links up with the top of the wall there. And the snow goes on top of all of this. So it's all going to look different in a minute anyway. Wait a second. Yeah, that's what I don't want. I want it to go there and finish there. So this needs one more block further down. Like that. Is that the same on that side now? It is. Okay, good. In fact, I can probably take that out. Just make this into a roofline. There we go. Don't know what the fuss was about. That should match up with the back of the build okay as well, so. Lovely. Just a straight roof on this one. Nothing fancy. Is this improvised? Yeah, basically. I haven't pre-planned this one at all. That one I did a little bit of work for in creative. In a creative test world. Actually... How is that? Oh, I guess it's... Yeah, it's shorter on one side than it is on the other. That makes sense. How many times is my time lapse? I don't really go by a specific scale. I just stretch it to fit whatever I need. What am I working on right now? This is a house. Okay, that has a wall down below. I guess we'll just continue that upwards. Although we could now do what I wanted to do further down. And just put a stone wall in here. And cover that over with slabs. Like this. Take a quick look at that. Yeah, I like that. Kind of adds something a little bit different from the layer below. Bit more of a modern touch. I need some more spruce wood. Ever thought of building something taken from any other video games? Yeah, I'd like to do some stuff like that. At some point, but obviously that does mean making it fit whatever I'm doing with this survival guide, and yeah, I don't know if I really plan on I like this so far. This is looking nice. I don't know if I really plan on doing it for part of the survival guide, which means it'd have to happen in a different series, really. There isn't much call for a tutorial for how to build something from a video game Pixorif's likes, you know? So, yeah, I just have to make sure I was doing it for the right reasons. Thanks for stopping by, Foolish Muggle. Have a good one. Sleep well. Planning on putting more farms inside of the houses? Nah. This is all aesthetic stuff. This is all just building for the sake of building. Don't know why everything has to be farm-based for some folks. Like, I get it. Like, you like that side of Minecraft. Understandable. But, yeah. Like, I don't... I like building stuff because it, you know, is going to look pretty in a certain area. That's one of my favorite things about this game, is the building side of stuff. And so I don't really need a reason to build houses. I need more spruce wood, apparently. I did not bring enough with me. What is my plan when building a house? Any steps? It depends on the house. It really depends on the house. Like, sometimes I will start from a frame. Sometimes I will start from just like a flat base and build upwards in layers from there. Sometimes it's modular. Like, stuff like this is more modular, where I'm figuring out, okay, there's like a 3x3 section of wall here. What do I fill that with? Then that gets framed upwards. What do I fill the next module with? And so on and so forth. It's just like a series of almost like interchangeable panels. I feel like that's the way I look at builds like this. But sometimes it's just like, I've been building long enough in this game that it's based mainly on instinct and what looks nice. Man, I really wish Optifine would not split the glass there. Like, it doesn't do it on the camera account for some reason. Like, look at the window in the camera account, and then look at the window in my main account. Like, it's got different ideas of what it wants to do for both. Thanks, Optifine. Have I ever done an IQ test? When I was younger, yes. I don't think it would really apply all that much now. IQ tests are very odd in the kind of thing that they try to test for anyway. Like, a lot of it is about pattern recognition and stuff, or it was when I was taking occasional tests like that. Like, it doesn't really prove anything. Like, it only matters to people who think, you know, joining Mensa is a valuable thing. You just built a PC and got Java Edition, you don't have anyone to play with. Well, you can start a single-player world, because there are Many delights to be had in single-player Minecraft. But I understand if you wanted to get into this game with a view to starting a multiplayer experience. I'm sure you'll find somebody in time. Look at this odd little house. Need to bring this out one more block, and we need to continue the dark oak planks along the side here, and I'm just about to run out of those. Except I have some more dark oak logs on me, so it's fine. Yeah, alright. What we're going to do with this is we're going to do the same thing we did on the opposite side. We're going to split the roof. Because one side of this is even numbered, one side is odd numbered, and it's going to look weird otherwise. So... You think it's funny how me and Pearlescent Moon stream on the same day? I mean, it's pretty standard. Streamers stream on whatever days they can. Like, there's always going to be somebody whose schedule intersects with mine. Not that big of a coincidence. Why is there a... Oh, of course. Freaking... I was seeing a salmon in the camera account, and I thought it was probably something to do with, like, some ice melting somewhere and it being in a river biome. Turns out it's just the camera account doing weird stuff again. I'm pretty sure the salmon was a fish anyway. Or sheep anyway. Yeah, see this salmon right here? That's actually that sheep. Isn't Pearl also British? I'm pretty sure she's Australian. Camera account weirdness. It's a replay mod bug. It's nothing to worry about. Yeah, so I think going back to the side of this roof. I think what we need to do is bring the roof line out by one block to separate it from the wall of the house. So you don't have to worry as much about things looking slightly odd. Oh, and it's dark oak stairs there, isn't it? Wait a minute. I think these actually need to start there. Like that, yeah. And then it comes out one block. Like that. This is a weird roof design. I don't like doing roofs anyway. But that works. And then we put those down over the top. And then we're actually going to remove the eyes from this because they make it look off-center. There aren't meant to be eyes in it anyway. Did it for the meme. Yeah, because then it doesn't really matter that that's slightly off-kilter there on the corner. We can continue the line of the dark oak planks around the side here. We might even do something different with this porch. But even so, that can come around there like that. And we'll have a staircase leading up to this front door area here. But then, of course, people can get underneath the house there. And also, if they've come up this side, they can get in at the bottom here, and this could be like a sub-basement kind of area. When creating a D&D campaign, do I write down the story I'm creating or just remember it? Oh, I've written so much of it. Like, I couldn't keep all the details straight in my head otherwise. And it can't just be improv for me. Like, I need to have some sense of the structure of things. But I'm still new to D&D. Like, I haven't really gotten used to everything you do in D&D yet, so... yeah, it's still fairly new as a concept. Anyway, this is a kind of central fireplace. I've been trying to put fireplaces, hearths of some kind in all of these. Just because it's nice to have as a detail. It does not want snow there. And we need to fill in that section up there, but the rest of this is mostly good. It needs an upstairs floor, of course. I guess here we will put another spruce stair wall, which will make a few more of those. Oh, now now I suffer from this problem of not being able to get out. And finish this wall like so. There we go. Yeah, we need some spruce leaves to go around there. Block that up with more dark oak planks, so I can get up there. The fact that it looks like a mustache is a technically creative design feature to draw things towards it. Yeah, I like the mustache, but I think the fact that it's off-center is going to be more annoying to me in the long run. I have a thing about collecting dropped blocks. Like, I have to do it. It's a compulsion. And scaffolding is the worst offender for stuff like that. It's always really bad for scaffolding. I think I might use something different for a floor for the second floor. A different material, because... yeah, wow, this is all so wooden right now. Not in a bad way, but still. Let's take a quick look at that. It's nice in situ with the other houses, though. I like that. It's got the same sort of vibe to it. Not bad for an on-stream build. I'm going to need 4 campfires. Or maybe 2 campfires and a flint and steel. Yeah, I knew one of those had coal in. Great. Let's turn those into sticks. And put down the crafting table over here. Because we need 4 campfires. Campfires for forks. I am Ricardo Milos, probably. I'm doing very well, thank you for asking. How are you? Cobblestone walls, we need more of those. Just leave a crafting table here. I think I have another one around somewhere. I think it might be in one of these boxes, but I don't know for certain. Other things we can use. Yeah, let's get the cobblestone wall. I find it's really strange that you have different types of stairs or like slabs that will cycle through the different materials you can use, but walls don't do that. It's always like andesite wall or cobblestone wall, whereas this is like slab. Oh, I need cobblestone stairs as well. 4 of those. So this is Chimney Design 101. We're going to put 4 cobblestone stairs around the side of this. All facing outward. The Vixen with the 15 months. Thank you so much for the 15 months of support. Hope you're well. Okay, we take out that block in the middle. We put campfire. We put cobblestone wall. And then if I'm following the... Whoa, okay. Seagulls all chasing a piece of dropped bread. We can also put a cauldron. That's the word. It was too close to cobblestone. My brain broke for a second there. There we go. It's like I've done this before, yeah. Beacon box has loads of iron in it right now. And cauldron. Cauldrons look really good as chimney pots to me. I just think that's a neat look. Boop. And because they are transparent, they still, of course, let the smoke particles through, which is lovely. And the walls don't connect to them either. At least not right now. Who knows what they do in 1.16. This section here, I guess I will just continue to carve away. Probably put some more snow piled up down here. Maybe have it get in front of the doorway a little bit. Of course, these flat surfaces can be given depth and a little bit of color contrast by putting leaves in front of them. We need to have some rails for this flat balcony section. We also need to work on the staircase I said I was going to do. Yeah, I guess let's make that out of stone, though. Have like a wide, like a 3 wide staircase that comes up to the door. Would be quite good. We can still keep the leaves and stuff underneath here. And then wooden steps Not that way around, unless you're David Bowie from Labyrinth. You remind me of the Babe. And then a platform here. Do you want to have that 3 wide like that? I think maybe. Turn the corner like so. And have that go basically straight up to the front door. Why haven't I made any Nether update videos that are not in creative? Because guess what? The Nether update isn't out yet. Once it's in survival, I'll be making survival videos for this series. But since the Nether update hasn't actually been released yet, I'm just doing overview videos. Which I do in creative mode because it's easier to go and find the features that way. Some people make survival videos in the snapshots. I personally prefer not to. I guess we'll just fill that in like that. Yeah, that works. Simple little staircase, nothing too fancy, but it will do. Do I like Stevie Ray Vaughan? I haven't really heard much of his music. When do I think the update will release? I don't know. When it's ready. There they are, always in the last shulker box where you look. Because when you find them, you stop looking. Throw the rest of these stone blocks in here for now, and grab... What am I looking for? I need some dark oak and some fence gates. So let's turn some of those into... First fences. And then sticks. Because fence gates. Not spruce ones, though, please. Thank you. What music do I like? I like a whole bunch of stuff I just haven't listened to too much recently. Lately, I've just been listening to, like, compilations of electronic music, like synthwave stuff. That's by no means, like, my favorite genre of music. It's just what I'm into right now. We'll make some more trapdoors as well. And I will need some oak woods, which I'm sure I had in one of these, but again, I do not know where I put it. Did I stuff it back in the wood chest? Nope. Although, actually, maybe with this one we'll do jungle instead. So it's going to look very strange at first, but bear with me. Just want a different style of balcony here. We're actually going to take down this street lamp. Nice and rustic though it is, it's part of the old village and we kind of want it gone at this point. Can take down the scaffolding, now we have a way up there. We don't need to do that. Tom Chronic with the 100 bits. Thank you so much for the hundreds. Hope you're having yourself a good day. Happy Thursday stream. Pretty sure it's Thursday. I know, right? Like, I've been like that all week. I have not known what day it was for basically this entire week. And normally I'm quite good about that stuff because I keep a regular schedule. I stream, I make videos, I have the podcast on Monday, I do the Hermitcraft recap on the weekend. Yeah, this week just threw me for a loop, man. I don't know what it was. Very, very strange, but well, glad you're here. You made it. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Yeah. Yeah. I'm liking this. I think this is it's going well. We need some snow for the roof. And I think this one will be good as is. If we want to do some stuff with the interior, we can, but I don't typically do too much on the interior with these right now. Let's do that and then that. Or should we do that the other way around? No, it makes more sense having them bracket themselves to that. Yeah, that's nice. Works better, I think, in this 2 pattern that we've got going on. Makes it look a little more supported anyway. We'll do something similar in here. In fact, we can probably just leave those closed up there. Yeah, feels like more of a support that way. And along these sides, because the fences can attach as well, we can just do that. They don't really stand out super well against the dark oak, but it's pretty obvious they are there at least. Let's put that under there as well. Yep, we got an ender dragon again. Do you see that? What even was that? The render dragons are so strange. Funny, I thought he looked like Gary Oldman. Daniel Radcliffe. That one guy from the BBC Robin Hood series. I've heard them all at this point. Nothing surprises me anymore. Have I fought a charged creeper? I've farmed charged creepers. Charged creepers are my bread and butter. And occasionally my downfall, but only when my hubris gets the better of me. This waterfall of leaves we have going on here. I like that though. Imagine it's a climbing plant, because vines on these builds always get out of control. Do I have plans to make more mountains on each side? No, probably not. I would love to, in theory, but it's just too much work. It took me, 3 months to get all of this stuff looking the way it does, and while it would be more realistic to have this kind of be tucked into a valley with mountains all around, it's just too much work. Again, 200,000 stone went into those, placing it all manually. It's too much. Too much to do again. Glad we did it, obviously, but yeah, I don't want to be building mountains for the rest of my foreseeable future, I want to do other projects, especially when the Nether update happens. Snow is what we now need. And do I have any more snow layers? Yes, I have some there. I might even have some over in the farm still. But I think this should be enough for now. I'll pop a snow block on every block up here. The cool part about this as well is if you add more than 2 snow layers, or more than 1 snow layer, I guess, if you add 2 or more snow layers, it will block mob spawns, so we don't have to worry about mobs spawning on the roof. What projects am I going to do in the Nether? Probably building some bases, checking out the new blocks and so forth. Various farms for whatever is out there. We'll be able to farm those new weeping vines and warped vines. We'll need to make a basalt generator as well, because that's possible. That's pretty cool. You can use those basalt generators to bridge as well if you build the flying machine, right? Which is very fun. I watch Mumbo's Hermitcraft series. Yeah, I don't watch the rest of his videos super often. When I have the time and when there's a topic that particularly interests me. But I'm not watching him, like, constantly. No, I don't watch Grian, as LoyXP watches Grian. This is specifically for the Hermitcraft recap, which is the recap show we do every week. Here's something you can do as well if you want this to feel a little bit more realistic. You can leave some areas of the roof a little bit more open, like without having snow on them. Like, for example, if you wanted to take out a little section here and just kind of like build up 1 or 2 layers around it like that, but make it look like there was an open section of roof there, that kind of indicates that the insulation in that area is not as good as it is in the rest of the roof because the snow is melting. So you can do some stuff like that to add a little bit more character to these roofs. And again, as long as you've got a couple of layers down there, you shouldn't have any trouble with mob spawns or anything. Speaking of mob spawns, we'll deal with him in a minute. Do I watch Grian regularly or something? No, not at all. I don't always have time to watch everybody, because a lot of the time I'm busy making my own stuff, or I have just other stuff to do. So as far as some of the other more popular hermits, I just don't watch them at all, because if I don't need to for the recap, then I will do other stuff with my time. If you want to know exactly who I do watch for the recap, just do !hermits in the chat and read what Nightbot tells you. Does it bother me when people ask me the same questions every stream? No. Because some people are new. New to the stream, to Twitch, to life. The thing is, people ask me every stream if it bothers me that people ask the same questions every stream, so... Ironically, I'm kind of used to it at this point. Do I have any more snow layers around here somewhere? Yes. Shulker box is worth. Obviously. Let's put this dirt away. And then put the shulker box back. There we go. Oh, look at it. It's so beautiful. So yeah, we could do the same sort of thing around this chimney, thinking about it. Yeah, I know I just broke a bunch of snow layers that I placed. What of it? Could maybe put like a couple of layers around here, but like... Imagine that this is mostly all... It's like thinned out a little bit around here because the chimney is obviously going to be warm. How did I learn to build? It just took me a while. I just practice. Watch other YouTubers. Like, a lot of the stuff I kind of learned on the fly, just by building stuff myself, but some of it is advice I've picked up from folks who know how to build better than I do. And also watching how other people built on multiplayer servers was pretty formative, you know? Like, it was very easy once I was on decidedly vanilla to get some inspiration from whatever, you know, Oviraptor or Jefferson or Mythical Sausage later on, like any of those guys had built. How's D&D going? We're still meeting regularly. We are planning on doing a session this Sunday. But we didn't do one last weekend because one of the players just wasn't feeling up to it. Which makes sense. It's a stressful time right now. I think that's it for snow layers for this one, you know? Which means ice can go in now. But I did say we were going to check out what the Wandering Trader has today. So, what have you got? Coral, sea pickles, spruce saplings for 5 emeralds. Get out of town. Podzol for 3. Again, I can farm that renewably. Beetroot seeds I actually have in those chests over there. So, sorry, not today. I did buy some red sand from one the other day, though. I have some of that in my ender chest. Yeah, I bought 6 emeralds worth of red sand. What is D&D? Dungeons and Dragons. Snow can go back in here, I guess. Dungeons. Sure, just open the same shulker box 3 times. Trying to find the one with leaves in it. The other campfires I wanted to put inside here. Ow. Oh, he's apparently claimed this as his house. Apparently he's here on a skiing holiday. We can put the campfires in there. And then that will look like smoke is rising in the hearth. Which looks lovely. I'll also put a torch up there just in case. I don't need to worry about what's going on here on the inside. That's not going to show up in the time-lapse really anyway. I could put the Wandering Trader over a campfire, yes. We could. We could do that. I wonder if he still looks like a stray. Or it's like a zombie pigman with 2 strays on a lead or something. What was it? Oh, it's a pillager. That was right. Yeah, look at this. In the camera account. That's the Wandering Trader. Looks very strange, especially considering strays do show up in these biomes. But, ice, that's what I'm looking for right now. That's what I need. Ice, baby. I've just got into the habit of decorating all of these the same, which is to find the corners here and have icicles dripping down from those. As long as it's somewhere along the roofline, it kind of makes the most sense, you know? We'll have it kind of attached there. Let's get some sleep. Do I deal with pillager patrols regularly? Yeah, most of the time when they show up, I just fly into the air and despawn them. Hup. There we go. So strange. Mobhead Farm episode was insane. Thanks. Yeah, I did put a lot of work into that one. Got 1 ender pearl left, which I will use to go around the corner here and get up onto the mustache. The mustache can have an icicle dripping off of it. In fact, we could probably put a couple underneath here, couldn't we? Let's put a blue ice there. Maybe a packed ice up there on the corner. And have ice coming down off of those. That works. Maybe a few more spruce leaves around the outside, but I think we are done. And I guess we'll fill in this section here when I have some dirt on me. Alright, folks. Let's take a look at it with the camera account. Ain't that beautiful? I like this one. I like this one a lot. Maybe we'll build another one in the same style. I mean, they're all kind of a similar style here, but... the idea is that these could also be village houses, you know? Like, we could totally just put beds and workstations in them and breed villagers. And have them living in these places. But I want this to feel like a kind of coherent residential street kind of thing. And there are different entrances to each of these. There are downstairs entrances that could come up via a staircase or a ladder or something to the second floor. Not interested in doing like a town hall kind of building. This isn't really like a civic area. I'm sure in real life ski villages and stuff there would be some sort of like civic municipal buildings and that kind of stuff, but right here this is just fantasy world. This is just Minecraft. I'm mainly focused on doing just little cozy houses at this point. Use dark oak and stone. I have. Will my creeper farm and wither skeleton farm work in 1.16? If we change around the orientation of the wither roses, yes. Oh, I should probably log out so that I can save the replay. Cool. A Minecraft within a Minecraft. 2 layers. Just waiting for this saving replay file notification in the top left to go away before we move on. How do you get a camera account? You buy a second Minecraft account and then you log into it from the same computer. Junkyard with 100 bits. Thank you for all the tutorials. I've learned a lot from you. Thank you. Appreciate the bits. I am Hermitcraft Recap Guy Few Strange, yes. Make a magma cube farm when 1.16 comes out. Yes, you'll be surprised to learn that that is something I intend to do. Do I compose small tunes in my free time? No, not really. I wish I had the time to, but I have so much other stuff I want to do, and also, like, only so much creative energy before I just need to relax and do something else. Like play Animal Crossing. My voice is second only to Freddie Mercury. I disagree. I feel like I am several rungs further down the ladder. And I feel like Freddie Mercury's singing voice and my speaking voice can't really be compared. You know? Hour and a half of time-lapse, not bad. Let's dip out of recording mode for a second here just so we can do a quick tidy up reconfigure this whole inventory situation. Figure out where everything is and where stuff isn't. Where stuff isn't is just as important sometimes. These miscellaneous snowballs and potatoes hanging around. Yeah, keeping my inventory in some semblance of order is the only way I'm going to be able to do more than a couple of these builds, I think. My streams are perfect for drawing. Awesome. Creativity inspires creativity, I hope. Is this the modern house I built in the snow village? Yeah, it's over there. The A-frame, the split A-frame thing that I did. It's over on the other side. Because that was really my kind of base of operations for doing this whole project, and it's kind of on the opposite side. But there'd be residences all over the place, you know? It's like houses you can rent, houses people own. This is only really going over here because the village was here in the first place. Like the Minecraft generated part of the village. And I wanted to give that a bit of a makeover. Can we have a sample of your singing voice so we could compare? I don't think so. Can't get over how good the mountains look. Thanks! I'm still very proud of them. And they're clearly not finished because there's, like, a lot of snow missing from those. The back half of them just doesn't look anything like the front half does right now, but after a certain point, it kind of... You come to realize that you're not really going to see the back half of something like this very often. Whip is like that with his world. He's like, you know, I've done the front half of it, and the other half is still, like, completely open. And that's fine. Like, that's just how it works when you're making Minecraft videos for YouTube specifically, is, like, you tend to just do what you can for certain projects. But it just takes a lot of time. When am I going to upload on YouTube? Tomorrow. This episode is going to come out tomorrow for basically time-lapse building all these houses. Nivondu, my recording setup info is all in the description of the stream if you're watching this on a desktop, like web browser. Or you can go to the About page on my YouTube channel and find it all there, including what software I use to stream and record. The only thing that's out of date right now is the stream description says I have a 1080 Ti. I now have a 2080 Ti. I just haven't upgraded that graphic yet. I haven't changed that information. Whip has an awesome single-player world. He does. He does. It's amazing. His Building with Whip series is one of the best things on YouTube right now, in my opinion. Did I get a new chair? Nope, same chair as ever. Do I like using diorite for builds? It works in some places. I don't tend to use it super often, but for areas like this especially, where it can be like dirty snow by the side of the road or kind of piled up against a house, I like that as a detail. I think that actually adds some sensible use for diorite. It actually looks quite good. Next person to mention Iskall gets banned. If you could choose one of your builds in Minecraft to have in real life, what would it be? To be honest, I really like this house. Although it doesn't really have many rooms. Like, the inside is quite open plan. But I really like the way this house came out. The kind of modern A-frame style thing. It looks cozy. It's got a nice interior. Open plan kitchen. This little, like, bedroom slash study kind of thing here. It's got an upstairs bedroom with, like, screens and stuff. Like, I feel like this is probably one of the nicer builds I have done lately. I could be like, I would like a mountain, please, but I don't think that would really fit in my neighborhood. To be fair, I don't think this would fit in my neighborhood. If I could live in this house, in this place, and just go skiing, snowboarding or whatever, that'd be fun. You've ascended to B00 level by making diorite look good. No, I don't think I'm on B-dubs' level by any means. Yeah, I really like the fireplace in that one. It's kind of fun. Did something similar in there, but not as grand a scale. Yeah, light is fading. I might just try and copy this build as closely as possible and do another one of them over here. Maybe orient it slightly differently. Start to love using diorite as stucco and in Tudor houses. Yeah, I mean, if you want to use that kind of plaster, Watland daub kind of look, diorite is not too bad. If I've seen Jeracraft's furniture hack with maps. I mean, I haven't, but I can assume it's just, you know, making the texture of something that looks like, I don't know, a cushion or something, and, you know, putting it on top of a wall block. You can obviously do tons of creative stuff with map art. Map art just takes a long time to build in survival. You can make, like, really detailed kitchen cabinets and stuff if you want to, but it means you got to build it. And with lockable maps now, it's probably better. You could do like a bookshelf style thing, but make it look empty, and then have a variety of stuff that you draw on there, and then lock the map, and then remove the stuff, and just kind of keep using it as a template. That'll work pretty well. Rukov, thank you so much for that tier 1 sub. Very much appreciated. Welcome to the Pixels. Enjoy your emotes and your sub badge. Will I complete the Nether Hub in 1.16? I plan to, yeah. Alright, let's open this to LAN again and get this taken care of. Is it cold in the UK? Right now it's pretty warm, actually. It's quite mild. I have the Desert Island Discs theme stuck in my head. Need to start listening to that again. So, yeah, I think what we'll actually do is, relatively speaking, do the same style of house that we have done here. I think it could look quite good to repeat a couple of these designs, as though they've been designed by the same person, you know? The same architect has done a few of these. I mean, it's all me, technically, but still. You get the picture. This section all needs filling in. There is a giant hole down there. Good. I mostly just don't want the roof line to intersect too much with this one. So we'll build, once again, we'll have like a 3-block, 4-block, 5-block rock distance. That's the word. Access to the underworld. Yeah, basically that's what that is. Hey, Snagdad, good to see you. Do I speak Swedish? No. It would be nice to be able to speak any other kind of languages, but I am not gifted in that way. And I do not have the patience to learn languages currently. So on this side, we really want, what's that, like 7 blocks wide? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And start mixing in the andesite lower down. I like this as a gradient, the sort of cobblestone through the andesite to smooth stone. It looks good, and you can pepper the andesite in a little higher up if you want to. Especially if the stone starts to look a little boring. And that's a giant wall. I guess we'll take this house down, actually, while we're here. Because it's going to get in the way otherwise. Hardly in keeping with the village's rustic aesthetic. R.I.P. house. It's dead now. Are there any villagers in this town? No. I mean, there's one. He lives over here with the cow. There he is. I wonder what villagers look like on the camera account right now. Oh, the Wandering Trader's still here. Okay, he is, it's a Vex and a fish. Why is everything a fish? Why is everything a fish today? That's so weird. Crazy Kid, thank you for the 3 months. Oh boy, that's so strange. Replay mod, you weird thing. The pillagers raiding a house, yeah. Where's your crossbow now? Today is fish day for the camera account. Apparently. Free spruce wood, though. All about it. How did the Wandering Trader turn into a pillager? With my spectator account, when I'm logged in using the replay mod, for some reason the mobs render incorrectly. So sometimes the Ender Dragon will turn up, but it's like a bat in a cave somewhere or something. The Wandering Trader was here a minute ago with 2 llamas, and it looked like a pillager leading 2 strays around. It's just messed up. There's just some kind of bug with it. I'm still using the pre-release version of the replay mod as well. I haven't updated it, which I really should, because it may have fixed that problem. But yeah, it seems like it just has weird issues. They're just render bugs, though. They're not actually there. So, like, the Ender Dragon isn't destroying all the blocks that it touches the way it does normally. Which I'm very grateful for, to be honest. Would really prefer it not to destroy everything I do. Okay, so on this side, we actually want to come out 1 block here and then go up to about the height of the wall there. And then have that do the same thing. And then that goes back 1 more block, and then there's a wall here, basically. And then that's where the spruce slabs come out as a veranda. Which I guess I could start on now, or I could continue this wall along this side. I might actually just move the FOV out for my camera account so I can see how many blocks are in which area. And then get the andesite and the stone back on the bar. Okay, so we've got the doorway marked out already, so we want one more block there. We want 1, 2, 3 for the fireplace, and then we want 6 heading out this way. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I guess it comes down about there. That's not too bad, actually. Nice little view of the river. I have veranda rights. Alright. Couple more stone blocks in here, just so it doesn't look too samey. Maybe one on the corner there. Like that. Okay, that'll do. That'll do for that line. Need to come around the back here. Oh, yeah, of course, this is big stone wall, huh? Big stone wall. I feel like just doing a straight copy of the house we just built would make me more than happy at this stage, because bit of a building hack, it makes everything a little bit less complicated to do if I just have to copy something I've already done. Less creative effort involved. Probably slightly faster to build as well. Let's go sleep. Oh, I have a blue bed on me, I may as well sleep there. I'll show you an overview later. I'm gonna need the camera account view to be focused on the back wall of this house so I can copy stuff. But after that, yeah, I'll zoom out and I'll show you guys what I've actually done here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess it kind of lines up with the front wall of that one over there. Oh, look who it is! Everyone's favorite penguins. Let's actually see what they look like with the camera account. A bunch of vindicators. I mean, it's not too far off. This one's got a mutton chop on its head, though. How very strange. Alright, bear with me. Check that my elytra durability is okay first. Yep, they despawned. Cool. Anyway, back to where we were. Wandering Trader's still there. Bless him. I guess what we can do is figure out where the wall of this is. I guess it lines up with that and then just goes straight along here. Right through where my bed was. Until it's got 5 blocks worth of space to this back wall. 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay, so like there. Alright. That's the dimensions figured out then. And let's grab some more dark oak planks. There we go. My bed was missing or obstructed. Or an obstruction. At least I didn't say paying wings. I thought they were paying, but they were just hench. The ultimate pillager killer, 128 blocks distance. Social distancing will kill the pillagers. Finally, I'm building houses. At last! The prodigal house builder returns. Is that right? No, I guess it needs to come up one more block. Yeah, okay. No, I thought that needed to be one block lower than that because of the height of the wall, but no, apparently not. Because then it goes on there. Yep. Okay, good. Love it when a build comes together. Will I make a world download next tour? Nope. No plans for a world download at this time. Since I use blaze rods for fuel, do I use coal blocks for decoration now? No, I haven't really got a great deal of coal right now. I'm also using coal blocks for things like campfires. Tech Guy, thank you so much for the $1.23. Says, hello, I love your YouTube videos. Are you ever going to do more stuff on Minecraft Bedrock Edition? At some point, potentially, yes. But I don't know exactly when or what. The survival guide is not going to move to Bedrock Edition at any point. I did like a short Bedrock Edition mini-series where I got all the achievements. And that was fun, but I don't have anything I want to do in Bedrock that cannot be accomplished in Java. And since I know Java better at this point, I will probably stick with Java for the foreseeable future. But there may be a chance of doing something in Bedrock Edition in future. I just don't know what. Maybe some more Minecraft RTX stuff once that becomes more widely available. We'll see. You were watching this during a Zoom meeting. Don't get yourself in trouble. That's all I'm saying. If it's a meeting you need to be present at, don't get yourself in trouble. I think a pillar starts there, doesn't it? One of the dark oak wood. And then we have a plant there. How many times have I died in this world? 16 so far. Which, over 300 episodes, is not bad. How low is my Elytra? It's actually kind of halfway, roughly. I'm not going to go and repair it right now. It will have enough durability for me to do what I want to do here, and that's the important thing. Let's get some dark oak wood. Logs. I have a guest. I do. Grab the stone, fill the rest in. Oh, I'm running out of stone as well. A pillage is a way to get emeralds by killing them. I think on Bedrock Edition they do drop emeralds. On Java Edition they don't. You only get emeralds from the guys that spawn in Woodland Mansions. Evokers, Vindicators. can't remember if you get them from Ravagers or not. You don't get them from Witches. I think Ravagers just drop saddles, don't they? Alright, wow. I don't know if you guys can actually hear any of the stuff that's happening in the background, but there are screaming children in the street. Can you make a raid farm? Yes. Will I make a raid farm? No. Already got one. Would it be a good idea to have the village populated by wandering traders because it looks like they're wearing ski coats? Unfortunately, the wandering trader just despawns automatically regardless of what you do. Even if you name tag him, he will stay there. P.E. Rock Mom, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Showing some love, says, love the Minecraft survival guide. Appreciate that, thank you. Glad to hear you're enjoying the survival guide. Not high enough. Forgot that I started this one block down. I totally didn't need to either. Although I guess there I do. But on the other side I don't. I need to bring the crafting table over here is what I need to do. Start with the floor. Do the Wandering Traders llamas despawn? I think they will stick around if you tame them, but I can't remember for certain. I'm pretty sure they despawn with him if they're still untamed and attached to leads, but I've never really tried, so I could be wrong about that. Will these be empty houses? I might do interiors for some of them, but it's not really necessary. It's one of those things where, like, for immersion and stuff, for people exploring this, yeah, like, interiors make sense, but what's important to me is that they look good from the outside, because that's where I plan to spend most of my time in this area. If I'm working on it some more, I plan to be outside. Just make another crafting table at this point. Put that there for now. Try not to make too many dark oak slabs, because while I do need them for stuff, it's very easy to just completely overkill it and end up with an inventory's worth. Do I still have any mending books? Yeah, loads. I have like 3 or 4 villagers who trade mending back at my base. Have I heard of Tango Tech's villager mod? I have. Techtopia, I believe it's called. I have not used it at all myself, though. So how does the floor go inside of here? Because it goes up 1 block from this. Like, 2 blocks from the end there, really. And I guess this is still... How does that work? Oh, okay, I guess it's stone blocks up until that point, and then it's a dark oak wall there. And there's a dark oak door on that level. Whoa! Money P gifting 10 subs. Thank you so much. Very generous 10 gifted subs. And now, because I've fixed my Streamlabs, I can see them all. So, Sortify, Lucky, YYVT, The Hollow Cops, NBTN, The Pineapple Doge, Panda Gods, Robin Sparkles, HK the Lunar Guardian, and Fearishly. Guys, enjoy your gift subs. And make sure you thank MoneyP for a very, very generous gift. I don't know why I just decided to go and sleep then. For some reason I thought it was dark. Just been looking at all this dark oak wood, I guess. Very hard to catch his Twitch streams, and Twitch makes my device very hot. Can you at least upload the house building streams on YouTube? This one I might then, yeah. The other stuff I've been doing has been fairly basic, I suppose, but if people want to see the process of me building this, and they want to see it separately from a time-lapse, then yeah, I can upload the house building streams to YouTube. I will try my best to remember that, now you've asked. It was something like this, right? And then when you come in the door, there is a wall directly on the side, like here. Yeah. So the internal wall is there. And the floor does come down one block at that point. The house wall is here. Yes. Yeah, okay, that works. And then this entire thing. The notifications are still going. Thank you so much, MoneyP. Very generous of you. Goes like that, and the staircase happens there. This all goes into here. Like that. Is that sort of how that works? Kinda. I guess this is all pushed back one. I'm stewing over this more than I need to, but... Yeah, okay. Yeah. I've built this slightly different. Because this all needs to be on one level. There. We have those there. Okay, now that's looking accurate for the floor in here. And accuracy is important. Well, I've been making a raid farm. I've already made one. Go look it up in the Survival Guide series. Okay, and the wall kind of sits along the side here. How do I stay motivated when building? I don't really need to worry about motivation. Like, the building part is the fun part for me. Seeing a build come together is one of the most satisfying aspects of this game. For me, at least. So hang on. That's 2 blocks wide. That's 2 blocks wide. Maybe this needs to come over 1 more block. Like that. And then this block there gets taken out. Okay, yeah, that's looking accurate now. Now I have to count how tall this is. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I guess 8 blocks tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. Yeah, that looks about right. And then across the top like so. Strip all of these. Have a dark oak log there. Fill this in with glass. Glass. This is all just for decoration. Yeah, sometimes you got to make your ski village actually look like a ski village, you know? Why is my favorite Minecraft food the baked potato? I feel like it feels cozy. Like it's a food that you actually kind of prepare in a nice way. And it feels like the kind of thing that's actually a meal in the real world. Like, it makes sense to me that you can put a baked potato... You can put a potato in an oven and you pull a baked potato out. Whereas, like, golden carrots... I mean, yes, a roast chicken is also a meal, but people don't just eat an entire roast chicken. I feel like I could eat a full baked potato and be like, yeah, I'm not hungry anymore. Food in Minecraft is just weird in general, though. I was going to say, where's that crafting table? And it's immediately behind me. My brain just, like, skipped a track for a second there. So we'll build this little front wall here. I could do some interesting stuff with the stair orientations and make this look a little different, but I think it's good as is. Don't want to risk making things look unnecessarily fancy. I was wondering why that was taking so long to pillar up, and then I realized I was using slabs the entire time. Is the sun going down now? It is. Okay, good. I'm not just losing my mind. Yes, I have Optifine. The glass panes are a weird visual glitch. If you look at them from certain angles, they look like they have a separating pane down the middle. Like that, for example. I don't know why. Do I ever use my enchanting table? Sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Most of the time, what I want to put on a tool of some kind is whatever the enchanting table gives me, and then I go to the villagers for stuff like mending. That's a 3x3, isn't it? Yeah, okay, good. We'll put that in while we still have the stained glass. Boop. Always end up just with one glass pane left over. This is not faithful, this is vanilla. Default. It's looking like a nice little village now. In a strange way. I need to get more ender pearls. Not that one. That one. First time you've seen me not wearing plaid. I don't even wear it that much. You must just always turn up to Chopping Tuesday streams. One, two, three, 4, I guess. I need more glass panes for that bit. Why did I put them away? Never mind. I guess this is more spruce stairs. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Strip those. And then this is where the cobblestone section comes on the outside. But one side slightly higher. That goes into the roof line. Perfect. Fill that up. Fill that up. What do I think of the new pig step disc? I like it. It's a fun little track. I think Lena Raine's music is very, very good. And we need more spruce slabs for that, but we can fill this section in as it goes. Yeah, it's so much easier just working from the template of our first house. Optifine doesn't work on Pocket or Bedrock Edition, it's just for Java. Pocket and Bedrock Edition don't need it, though. Because the main function of Optifine is boosting performance, and Pocket Edition already has good performance. Or good enough, anyway. How do I keep thinking of stuff to do? Because there's so much to do in this game. It's all about challenging yourself. Finding some new stuff to do every time. But at this point, I think it's also nice giving yourself a bit of a break. Because being creative is often difficult. Where does that stop? I've done a good job of masking where it actually finishes with the stone. I guess it's at the height of these wooden beams here, and then it becomes spruce wood from there upwards. The building process for this feels so different because I know what I'm doing, because we're just copying the first build, so it feels like I'm building this in a completely different order to how I started. Do I think mountains are going to be amazing at 116? I think 117 rather. I think they're going to be okay. I obviously have opinions about what mountains should look like. But whatever the Minecraft team does, I'm sure it'll be fun. I'm very much looking forward to mounting goats. I think those are going to be a lot of fun. Wait a minute. This wall isn't 2 blocks wide. Oh, that's that part of the roof is very confused. I guess I just didn't have this. And the center is there. Sure. Yeah, I built this kind of strange, but it works somehow. Up a few more blocks there. What's my favorite farm? Right now probably the gold farm, just because it gives me most of my XP. Don't know if I really have a favorite though. Favorites are such a weird thing to me. Yeah, and that goes 3 blocks high there. It's weird how I can just see myself in the background. It's funny that I don't look like something strange. Like, I don't render as the Ender Dragon in this world for some reason. Sorry, I missed a Tier 1 sub from Level Up Jumbo Sale. Thank you so much for the Tier 1 sub. Enjoy your emotes and your sub badge. Welcome to the Pixels. You love to see it. Anyway, I need to look at this house so I know what I'm doing. This one can have some stairs. You can do exclamation point hermits in chat as Paranor just did so that you can see who I watch for the recap. If you really want to know. If you really must know. Hey, Green Cyanide, quick tip, don't question what the mods do. They're doing it for a good reason. Arguing with the mods over something is a good way to get yourself timed out or banned. They are operating under my authority. Why do you actually need XP for endgame? Mostly for mending tools. Like, I haven't needed to make any diamond tools since my last fight with the Wither, where I lost my original set. Because, yeah, I can just go to an XP farm and mend my tools. Do I have any plans for the Nether update? I just want to explore the content at my own pace. And, yeah, I plan to cover a lot of it for my tutorial series. Make farms for the stuff that's farmable. Play around with the stuff that isn't. Build cool stuff. But I don't have any, like, really specific plans. I haven't been playing in the snapshots too much because I don't want to get tired of the update before it actually arrives. Why did I reject Hermitcraft's invitation? I never got invited to Hermitcraft. I have never been invited. Am I going to do more Minecraft Dungeons videos? Yes, when the full game comes out, I'll probably do another, like, showcase video. Might stream some of it as well, if people are into that. Personally, I'm pretty excited for it, but I don't know if my YouTube audience is going to want to watch a full series of me playing every level or anything. Because the game is going to be the same for everybody, so it's really just about the person playing it more so than the actual content of the game. People might want to avoid it because of spoilers for the plot and so forth. Tom Chronic with 100 bits says, bits for Paranor who's gone mad with power. I mean, I'll agree with the first bit, but maybe not the second bit. Can I do a world tour with Python MC this year again? We don't plan to, no. Last time it just lined up nicely with episode 100 of my series and like a milestone episode of his series, I think. So it made sense for us to do a tour together. But no, I have other plans for episode 300. It's going to be really fun. I really hope you guys will enjoy what I've got in mind. But I'm not going to give away anything yet because I've been testing some stuff this week, which is another reason I haven't really been making videos as frequently. I'm testing stuff for this tour, and it's going to be super fun. Am I eventually going to have a world download? Maybe when the series ends. Yeah, but probably not before that. What do I know about the Iron Farm boost for Bedrock? Aren't they changing it so the mechanics in Bedrock Edition are the same as how they are in Java? So, if you want to build an iron farm, it's going to be a matter of having 3 villagers and scaring them with a zombie or something like that. I would assume that's what they're doing. The spawning mechanics and the farm design will be the same as in Java, yes, and you can't wait. Yeah, no, it's going to be good for Bedrock players to actually have a way to farm iron, because you kind of can't right now. I mean, you can, but it's very slow from what I understand. On Truly Bedrock, they were actually... the economy was that you would buy 16 iron for 1 diamond or something like that. I think it may even have been lower than that. It was like 1 for 1 at one point. Can't believe iron comes at a premium. But it all had to be mined manually because farming it just wasn't efficient use of your time. Am I going to add villages in the town? The idea is that this is replacing the village that was here. So, yeah, like in theory, this is where some villagers are going to go. Whether or not they actually move in, we will see. Spage Fiend with 11 months. Thank you so much for the 11 months of support. Great to have you back. Hope you're well. We can take down this section now, because then the roofline extends along this way. This can come up one to meet it. And the stairs can go in there. Let's say I was invited to the Hermitcraft server. How would it be different for the recap? It wouldn't be any different because I would not accept the invite. So I would just keep doing the recap like normal. Any Bedrock channels you recommend? Yes, Silent Whisperers, LoyXP, anybody else who's on Truly Bedrock. How many times per stream do I get asked that? It varies. I don't keep track because... I don't know, I'm not, not that interested in keeping track of that question. Alright, and then this side gets all the dark oak planks in the world. And I guess we put that there as well to meet up with that as the roofline. Yeah, cool, okay. Good, good, good. I think one of the truly Bedrock people streaming now. Yeah, most of them stream. A lot of them do. And this is the weird one where... Wait, how does the roof go here? This is it's the bit that's baffling to me. Oh yeah, this side, it's like all dark oak under here, so that it matches at the back. Because I built this house very strangely, apparently. Need more spruce planks. I'm the reason that you got back into Minecraft a couple months ago. Awesome. Great to hear you're back in the game. It's always really, really fun to hear that people are inspired to play Minecraft by rewatching stuff like my series. Do I like Minecraft and why? Of course I like Minecraft. It is a game that encourages you to be creative instead of competitive, which is my preferred style of playing games. I really don't like being competitive at all. It's not really in my nature. Or maybe it is, but not in video games. Board games and stuff, yes, but I feel like board games have different win conditions. It's a lot easier to, I don't know, people get really absorbed by video games that board games just seem like a more relaxed way of competing, to me. I'm sure some people take board games very seriously. But that's one of the things I like about having played Dungeons & Dragons now is the collaborative aspect of that. It's like everyone is getting together to tell a story, basically. One of my favorite board games? We've got a lot, actually. I want to play Dixit again, which is a really lovely artistic game where you get a bunch of cards and you have to basically come up with a word or a phrase or a sound or something that represents a card in your hand, and then everybody else chooses a card from their hand which they feel like represents that word, phrase, or sound or whatever, and then you jumble up all of the cards and then people have to guess which one was yours. That's the basic mechanics of it, but it's a really, really fun game. I miss having enough people in my house that I could actually play that with them. When will I play Minecraft Dungeons? It comes out at the end of May 26th, so I'll probably have a video out sometime at the beginning of June, I would guess. Will I ever play Monopoly or Hearthstone? Two very different games there. I'm not really that interested in Hearthstone, and Monopoly is one of the worst board games. In my opinion, at least. Like, I feel like Monopoly is one of those games that is good in theory and then is always really bad in practice. Because it takes forever. It's not all that satisfying. And then you remember it's all about capitalism. I just remembered how I was supposed to be building this roof, so to tear a couple of those blocks down. Yeah, this roof turns out really weird if you don't build it a certain way. which is this way, apparently. But let's get some sleep while we're up here. Monopoly on Xbox is the only one you will play. I think it's nice playing some board games in a situation where the computer can do all of the counting for you, especially. Like, I find that some of that stuff does get a little bit tedious. Will I ever play Minecraft Earth? I played Minecraft Earth for a couple of videos on my channel, and I played it for a little while afterwards so I could talk about it on our podcast, The Spawn Chunks. I am not really into playing it recently because part of the experience for me is the ability to go out and play outside. That was always the most fun part of it for me, and obviously that is no longer really possible at present, so I'm less into the game right now for that reason. I will probably go back to playing it once we're able to go outside again. And I know they've implemented a bunch of things that ultimately mean you could play it inside, but being able to go outside with it was really part of the appeal for me. Where can you find the podcast? thespawnchunks.com or anywhere that you can listen to podcasts. Just search for it in any of your favorite podcast apps. You will find it there. The only platform we are not on, as far as I know, is SoundCloud, and that is because SoundCloud requires you to register a podcast separately instead of having everything come in via an RSS feed. I feel like the interior of this is basically done, so I should probably make sure it's lit up. Yeah, should definitely make sure it's lit up. I love the sound of breaking the bottom of scaffolding. It's very, very good, yes. Tis Tom with the raid. Hello. Bring it all in, folks. The raid. Let's see those hype emotes in the chat. Welcome them in, folks. Show them some love. Tis Tom and the Truly Bedrock crowd. I assume it's Truly Bedrock today. Anyway, welcome on in, folks. Thank you so much, Tis Tom, for the raid. Can we get a shout out for Tis Tom in the chat, please, mods? Hope you guys are having a good one. Welcome along. Great to have you here. So if you haven't heard of me, folks, my name is Pixel Riffs. I'm a Minecraft YouTuber and streamer, probably best known for my Minecraft Survival Guide series. And today we're in the Survival Guide world working on some houses here at my ski village. And I'm trying to copy this house over to this side here so that we have two of the same type of house in the area. Designed by the same architect. But overall, if you look at the camera account picture right now, this is what the ski village is looking like so far. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's coming together very well. I've got to do a little bit of terraforming around here, a little bit of landscaping, but aside from that, it's all good. Thank you again for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. What were you guys up to today? I guess over here we can do the little building mustache again. Do we have that come in? What sort of angle? How does a raid work? People who are very generous with their community decide to send everybody over to your channel so that they can continue watching a fun stream. It's really all there is to it. Made him invert axis and F5 looking at us until he fell into holes. Nice. Anytime you get to troll the streamer is always a good time. Let me add the mustache onto the back here. Do I plan my builds or do I build them off the top of my head? A little bit of both. A little bit of both typically happens, but this one we basically made up here on stream. I'd already built a couple of houses in a similar style, so it was nice and easy to just improvise this one. So on this side we want to have the staircase coming down again, like the other side does. Episode 299 is going to be out tomorrow. It's going to feature these houses pretty heavily. And then episode 300 will be early next week, if I can get some stuff done for it over the weekend. Yes, I have an iron farm video. I have several iron farm videos. You probably want to look at the more recent ones for a farm that works in 1.15. Are there any cobblestone stairs anywhere else in this giant mess? No, apparently not. Let's make some more of those then. Just want to finish this chimney off. Leave a gap there for the campfire. Cobblestone walls. Nice. Textbook. Would I ever consider starting a Patreon or a fan server? I have a Patreon server. I have not considered starting a fan server because starting a fan server for this amount of people would be a nightmare. Quite frankly. Our iron farm's going to break in the most recent snapshot. They're probably going to get even easier if I'm understanding it correctly, because it seems like villagers don't even need an occupation to generate iron golems anymore, so you could probably just remove the occupation blocks, and all they need to do is sleep. So I don't think they should be broken at all. If they are, then something has changed that I don't know about. How many people play on the Patreon server? The whitelist is close to 60, I think, right now. There are more people who have the ability to play, but they just don't have the time. Oh. Tiny lag spike there got me a little bit concerned. Let's make those full blocks so I can actually place stairs on them. Oh, those were full blocks. Okay. In that case... Well, those were like bottom half slabs, I guess. I guess we'll keep this the same as it was over there. And have a platform here. And then a series of slabs coming down from that. Where's my crafting box? Every time I get momentum trying to get a handful of slabs out of the thing, it always cycles over to the next material. And I'm like, no, come back. Okay. Are villager breeders or trading halls changing the most recent snapshot? I don't know. Find out for yourself. No, I haven't looked enough into the most recent snapshot to really judge too much about it, but I don't think anything's changing that's that drastic, if there is. I mean, I know that I'm a tutorial guy and people are expecting me to be full of information about this game, but some people treat this stream like it's a Minecraft quiz, you know? That's how it feels to me sometimes anyway, and I don't begrudge anybody, like, asking questions. It's nice for people to keep the conversation going in the chat, but sometimes people just fire questions at me, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, I've genuinely no idea. I have such a tutorial voice. Thanks. I make a lot of tutorials, so that checks out. I try and put it to good use. I'm going to build some stuff up around this, so the staircase is actually starting at the level I want the ground to be. It's also why I haven't put a proper doorway in this yet. That makes sense to put a handful of these blocks around here. I do still have more andesite, which is good. I guess it doesn't have that block there either. Do I like my old videos? Some of them, yeah. Others, it's clear that I'm still learning. But I feel like I don't know if I could ever do one of those videos where I, like, go back and watch my old stuff and cringe at how bad it is, because, you know, I don't think it was that bad. I don't think I've changed all that much. I feel like my presentation has got a lot better, but then everybody's does. I don't think there's anything too remarkable about that. Who do I want as mayor of the shopping district in Hermitcraft? I don't know yet. I haven't watched any of the recent videos. I will get around to it on Friday and Saturday. That's when I typically watch them. I've been very consistent over the years. Yeah, which doesn't make for particularly interesting content for everybody else. In terms of, like, yeah, assessing how far I've come over the years. It's like, nope, I'm still kind of where I was, just with a few more people watching me. But that's not interesting to anyone, so... There we go, we've got some dirt and grass there. We'll use those. And if this looks a little bit obvious that it's been terraformed, then I think that's still okay. We could even put some, like, more wooden steps down this section here to make it look a bit more intentional, shall we say. Happy Yoga, thanks so much for the 1500 bits. Can barely get my words out. So many bits at once. Just want to say thank you so much for the survival guide. You explain things so well. Finally learning redstone by watching me. Wow, that makes one person, I hope. Thank you so much for the bits. Appreciate it. Sorry if I completely lost control of myself there. You like the one chunk build tutorials? Awesome. I'm glad people are still watching those, because they were a lot of fun. I put a lot of work into them. And I feel like the survival guide has kind of eclipsed them, but for a while they were the most popular thing on my channel, so super happy people are still into it. guess we'll put some bushes around the bottom of here. Did I complete the crystal cave? I haven't done the very far end of it where the elevator is. But I figure I can do that anytime. Not the highest priority right now. Want some more bushes around here as well. Light up underneath there to make sure nothing spawns. Not a huge problem if it does, of course, but break that. Any plans for updating my best builds playlist? I guess I could do. I don't know how many people still use that playlists feature, but hopefully they do. And yeah, I feel like I've built some better stuff since then. Because I made that around the time Decidedly Vanilla Season 4 was happening. So I guess I've done some more stuff since then. What's my favorite leaf block and would biome impact that? Yeah, I like oak leaves a lot. I think the new texture for them is great. I used to really like birch leaves because they didn't change color in different biomes, but it's all about adapting the leaf to whatever biome you're working with right now. So obviously in this case, spruce leaves work pretty well in a snow biome and they don't have that kind of sickly, dull grass color that the grass here does. I guess I'll put the door in about there. Oh, and I came out at ground level. Imagine that. I suppose we could probably also put like a little step up there so people can get in the door. Okay, cool. Let's take this chest out of the way. It's just been hovering here for the entire time. Now then. Things we need to add. Icicles, trapdoors, fences and fence gates, snow. Also probably some diorites. I think I should have enough snow, so that's a good start. Fences and fence gates we'll do now. We'll do trapdoors as well, but I'll need some more spruce trapdoors. We'll need some more dark oak fence gates as well, so let's make some of them. Textbook. How does that look? Oh, yeah. Fence gate there. Fence gate there. Good thing I've got the scaffolding on me. And I needed to make some spruce trapdoors, which are there. Good. I'll need a few of those, but they make up for that by being wrapped around the platform like that. And on the corners. What's the best way to fill a giant pit with water? You kind of just have to do it with water sources. Water source mechanics are fairly easy to understand, though. If you have two water sources at a diagonal, then they create more sources. So fill one edge of an area and then fill the edge at 90 degrees to that, and you will find that the whole thing fills up pretty quickly. Obviously, it's more difficult to do with an organically shaped area, but you will find it is easy enough once you get the hang of it. Snowy biomes, what? I missed that, sorry. Snowy biomes are the only biomes in which diorite is useful. I guess so. You can do some good builds with it elsewhere, but yeah, I feel like snow biomes, it makes sense because it looks like slush. How did we do this section over here? Oh, I feel like that comes out one block further than it did in the other build. That's weird. Yeah, whatever. Don't have to be that bothered about it. Hup. And that's still the same distance from there, which just means this wall has to come out one more block. Yeah, I guess I didn't build that in the same place. How strange. Do 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 do. Mm. Mm-mm. 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 There we go. That actually makes sense now. I've got spoiled for choice for beds. You can tell I've changed my spawn point so much. Do I plan to work on Founders Forge before the Nether update? Probably not. I don't know yet. I think the next thing I want to do is work on the museum, though, so... I'm good for a while. Oh, I need one more spruce trapdoor. Darn it. Is it true you have a much longer distance in Bedrock Edition where you can place and break blocks? I don't think so. I don't think your reach is any different. I could be wrong. Don't really play Bedrock Edition, so I don't know. Just need 2 more of those. Question is, can I jump and place that? I can. Good. I can't do it from there, though. Alright, that's looking nice. Now we need to just do snow on the roof. Which is going to involve me putting all of this away so I have the space. And we'll do some leaves around the outside after that. Great. Can I ender pearl onto the roof? No. Can't ender pearl my way out of a paper bag. Most clutch ender pearl throw was when I was building that slime farm. I can't even remember that one. So long ago. Slime farm was like episode 40 or something. Thought you never want to see a fence gate again since the Guardian farm. I've built a lot more things with fence gates since then. It's worth it just for them actually being useful. think I could be a builder for Hypixel. I don't have the skill set to be a builder for Hypixel. They're all creative builders anyway, that's the point. I feel like I'm not skilled at using creative stuff. I'm a survival player. It's a very different discipline. Landed on the exact edge of the block, and as I was holding shift, I didn't fall down. Oh, okay. Yeah, those were the days. These days I drop snow layers without meaning to, so... My glory days are truly behind me. This music is called 11 by C418. It is part of the Minecraft soundtrack. Hey, Elidoran, welcome along. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. We have built 2 houses on this stream, which is probably some sort of record for me, actually. I don't really have any kind of systematic way of placing the snow. I'm just kind of going back and forth at random. Can't wait for episode 300. Me neither. I think you guys are going to really like it. I hope you will. Fortnite Easy Cool, I don't know. I haven't watched any of the Hermitcraft episodes this week, so I don't know who's going to win anything. Where can you submit questions for episode 303? There's a post on my YouTube community page. If you go to my channel, there's a bunch of tabs at the top, like About, Videos, and one of them says Community. If you click on that, the second post down is about episode 303, because the first post down is about today's stream. I think that's it for snow layers, so I guess I'll just turn some of these blocks into layers, or maybe silk touch some more, I guess. I don't want to do too much of it while we've got the time-lapse going, but I guess we'll just go and quickly farm up some more snow. What is the file size of this world? I think it's over 2 gigabytes, possibly 3 at this point. Yes, episode 300 already. Plans for episode 300 is a world tour. I've got some cool stuff planned for it, but I'm not going to spoil the surprise for you guys. Do I know where the museum is going to be located? Yes, it's going to be over by one of the strongholds that I found in whichever episode I found the other 2 strongholds. Because it needs to have a stronghold nearby so you can have any kind of exhibit about end portal frames and how end portals work. Alright, that should be enough. A few more stacks of layers. Some of those going through the hoppers here? Yeah, they are. Great, that should be enough. Didn't take that long, I guess. Just be a short blip on the time-lapse. Not just a living collection, it's a literal museum. Yeah, it's not just going to be like a zoo kind of thing. Like, I'm planning on collecting one of every block and item in Minecraft. At least one. I mean, there'll obviously be more than one block, you know? Like, I'll have to make the museum out of a lot of blocks. But yeah, the idea is to collect one of everything, including mobs, blocks, items, entities, whatever. Pieces of armor, horses, that kind of thing, and have them all displayed in a museum. Am I taking the end portal frame into consideration for my museum? Yes, like I said, I am building the museum over an end portal. Marco, the text down in the bottom right-hand corner is subtitles for people who are hearing impaired and want to know what's going on the stream. I also have the volume turned down pretty low for the game, so it is sometimes useful to understand what's going on. Music discs. Yeah, I pretty much have all of those anyway. And I might put the Wither in the museum if I can find a way to contain it in the overworlds. Otherwise, we might just put it in the Nether and make an exhibit out of it there. Right, time for bushes. Oh, I've never finished this part of the wall, apparently. Oh, no, that's the entrance, isn't it? Of course. Silly me. What's my favorite music disc? Probably Cat. I like Cat. I was going to say, does that feel like too many leaves? And I realised there's no such thing, so silly question. Also need to bring these down to match the level of the ground, because what self-respecting house is built on dirt? Do I have any interest in Minecraft Earth? I was interested in it while we could still go outside. And I said this earlier in the stream, but I know they've made some changes recently that let you play it indoors more easily, but I am probably going to wait around and play it when you can actually walk around and do stuff, because that was the fun part of it for me. We've got some bushes around here already. We've got some at the back of the house already. I think that should do. Just got to add some ice to the build and we'll be fine. What are my other hobbies? I like to go cycling. I play other video games. I play Dungeons and Dragons with a few friends now. Other board games aside from that. We really like stuff like Dixit, Ticket to Ride. We don't own Settlers of Catan, but that sort of brand of game, you know, the kind of stuff that's like relatively mainstream now. Anything that they would have played on tabletop, for example. That kind of stuff. There's another one called Braggart that we play pretty regularly that's very fun. As a skier, you specifically seek ski lodges with hot tubs. Any good designs for hot tubs? I might do one at some point. It's probably going to involve putting campfires underneath it somehow so that the smoke particles rise up from it and look like steam. That's probably a good way to go with it. Can I get up on here and place some? Yeah, I can. And then I guess we'll take this out so I can pillar up here and place some on the inside edge there. I wonder if we do something like that. Does that look like it's kind of dripping down, or does it just look like... Yeah, it just looks like it's weirdly suspended in midair. It'd work better if it wasn't just a meter-wide block of ice. So there you go. Remove those. Hop over here and get that, and probably there as well. Yeah, I'm thinking about using glass panes. I don't have any blue dye on me though, and I don't want to go anywhere and find it because I'm doing a time lapse right now, so that would kind of interrupt the flow of things and unload chunks that I don't want unloaded and that kind of stuff. One more at the back and then we're done. Scaffolding has been a great addition to this game, but the fact that you can't place it on slabs has made some aspects of this project a bit of a nightmare. Let's do that and have that conform to the side of the building a little bit more. And have it come down one more block so it's different from the one behind it. Add some depth. Let's move the camera account around again. Yeah. Look at my lovely builds. Look at my lovely builds of ski houses. Now all we need is another 10 of those, and it might actually look like a village. But I think that's probably all we're going to do for the video. So I will disconnect my camera account. I can close down that monitor and save and quit. So it will save that replay mod file once again. That's so beautiful. In my free time, do I ever play multiplayer on popular servers like Hypixel? Nope. I basically just play single player, and in my free time I do other stuff, because this is my job now. So free time is classified as times when I'm not playing Minecraft. Scaffolding doesn't insta-mine in Bedrock, RIP. So useful that it insta-mines in Java. What do I think of Hytale? I don't know, I cannot play it yet, so I am yet to form an opinion. Solid. Pretty good. About the same build time, which is weird because I was making it up on the fly when I was building it first time around. But you never know. Right. It's been a 3-hour stream, 3.5 hours. I think we're going to wrap up there. I think we're probably going to call it there. I know it's a little earlier than usual, but yeah, I've been around here for a little bit. Stick around for the raid, though. We're going to raid somebody else here on Twitch. Somebody who is streaming Minecraft and deserves your attention. Let's see who else is out there today. In fact, I might look in the directory and see if we can find somebody new. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Tell you what, Pop-Tart Katza is playing hardcore and has apparently done 100% completion in hardcore. That's awesome stuff. Let's raid her. I'm pretty sure she's family friendly, but if that's a concern for you guys, of course, feel free to click away. Thank you so much for stopping by today's stream. Hope you guys had a good time. My name's been Pixel Riffs. I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.